Hi, and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff. Today we're going to do a little bit of unpacking some orders here I got, some Bricklink orders, as well as we got some vehicles over here that are in need of some TLC. Because back during the move, they're in these bags, but they are not intact. I do apologize. I was going to do a live stream from the other room where the city's at. However, it wasn't from a lack of trying. I went to Target, and boy, that was fun. I went to the electronics counter, and there was no one there, so I waited around about 10 minutes looking around for a button, something to get someone's attention. Nothing, so I went a couple aisles over, and there was a girl working the counter, or not working the counter, working the aisles, stocking shelves, and I explained to her what I was looking for, and she says, "Oh, you got to talk to guys in electronics." I said, "That's the thing, there's no one there." And she says, "Oh, no, there's somebody there." No, there's not. No, someone's scheduled. They're there. They're at the counter. And I was like, there's nobody there. Would you like to walk there with me and see? And she's like, no, somebody's there. So I just left. I don't got time for that. So then I went over to Walmart and told the guy exactly what I needed. And he said, "Oh, yeah, these are the cords you're going to need." I bought them. They don't work. And what I mean don't work, I don't mean they're broken. I mean it's the wrong thing altogether. So no live stream from that room because I'm not set up for it yet, and I tried and didn't work out. So over the next couple of days, I'll figure this out. We'll do a live stream from there. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start with the Bricklink orders. This one here is not technically an order. The guy messed up and shorted me 2 pieces. And so he sent it to me, and you'll recognize these in the garage, the supports. And yeah, I make a mess on the floor, but I clean it up here. All right, let's see. I've got one more outstanding Bricklink order and 3 outstanding Lego orders. One that's shipped and one that's not. And I'd just like to say hi, Nick. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Jenny. And hi, John. Tonight, John is a hodgepodge. So I got some Bricklink orders in for the city. And I want to show you guys what I've been ordering. And here we go. We got some 2x2 corner bricks. And these are for the foundation of the garage. So 1x2 tiles also for the garage. Garage. Sewer as well. These are the gutters. These are the floors for the hotel, the Grand Lion Hotel. Street tiles. And more street tiles. So, and this was by Stud B. This is my first time ordering from this guy. Hey, how you doing, Irish? I'm doing pretty good. Is that what you go by? Do you go by Irish? I'm doing pretty good now that I'm home and away from the chaos. And, oh, how many bricks do I think are in my Lego City MOC? Oh, boy. I feel a migraine coming on. I'm just kidding. Boy, I'll look at that tonight, and I'll estimate how many, because that's a really good question. I really don't know, and I don't want to give a number because, to be honest with you, how large it is now, I would think even 10 or 20,000 pieces is too conservative of an estimate. So I will look at it though, and I will estimate it. I got some bricks with a masonry profile. And okay, so do you go by Irish, or do you like Andrew, or do you like Irish Andrew? What do you go by? And by the way, you guys can call me Chip or call me Jeff, either one. My first name is Jeff, and I've been called a lot of things in life, so it doesn't matter. So I got these bricks. Got some more 2x2 bricks. 1x3 dark orange. This is for the Grand Lion Hotel. 1x2s also for the Grand Lion Hotel. more garage supports. And more garage supports, some 2x2 corners, and a rock right here. Okay, Andrew. The rock here is for the cliff. Now, I'm pretty far off from being able to do this part, but I don't like buying things and just like one thing and paying shipping. So I try to throw, even if it's further down the road. Especially these, because these are hard to get in bulk. Okay, some more supports for the garage. Well, I'm running out of room. So 1x2 Technic tile bricks. I use these so I can run my wires through for the LED lights. And I put these underneath the sidewalks and stuff. And then I bought some little window things. The last video I did on my city, I believe I mentioned that I'm thinking about doing a 5th level to the corner cafe, and these are needed for those windows, and I've gone ahead and made the decision that I'm going to do it. So that corner cafe is going to be large. It originally comes as 3 levels. Mine's going to have 5. Some more 2x2 corners bricks for the garage, and the good old 2x10 bricks that are needed for the garage. So lots of things in one day. I'm happy to see this. And I appreciate it, guys. There's 4 views and 4 likes, so thank you. Well, let's start off with this first vehicle. It's mostly intact, and in fact, this has been one of my favorites for a very long time. It's a SUV with a trailer, and let me make sure you guys are seeing this. And it's got the 2 dirt bikes on it. What was always a problem with this set, though, is that this set does not hold the motorcycles on very well. They just kind of get pressed on there. They don't really hold. So I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to use these little clips. And I'm just going to leave this piece out. So here we have it. We've got the SUV with 2 dirt bikes on it. And this will be placed on the city. Not in the near future, but I guess I should say I'm going to put it on the shelf with the other vehicles that are ready to go. So that way I broaden my selection of what's available to be put on the city. Got quite a bit to choose from here. I don't remember what this one is. We've got a Lego truck, it looks like. Got a tractor. Okay, here's an oldie. Now, this one's a blast in the past. This is a 19... Thanks, John. I appreciate that. I like that one as well. This is the old Shell Racer. In fact, you can see how old it is. This piece is pretty well faded out and discolored, but it happens with age with these Legos. And we've got the Shell Racer. Now this one was a little pulley bag back in the day. Anyway, it is one of my favorites. Well, it looks like we got a tow truck here. Hi, Nick. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. I'm going to have to split screen here. So, yeah, it is like a go-kart. Back in the day, John, these Legos used to, all the cars were only 4 studs wide. The newer ones are 6, sometimes 8. Oh, that's funny. It doesn't have the instructions for this online. All right, well, maybe I should have dumped it out. No, it's here. Okay, well, Lego just doesn't have the instructions online for this one. I think I'm going to try that again. Who knows? Maybe I put an extra character or like a space in there or something. Oh, show all results. Okay, cool. Oh, yes, they do have it. Yeah, I must have just done something. And I'm also excited because my daughter, Amanda, will be here as of Thursday. And she is a huge Lego fan. So it's nice to have her here. In fact, she's already texted me today and asked me if she can have the Easter set. So... like there's 2 Nicks. Yeah, there is 2 Nicks. Nick's Brick by Nick and Nicholas there. I'm gonna be switching between screens here, guys. So I'll catch up on the comments when I come back. I only have 1 monitor on this laptop. So yeah, my daughter Amanda will be here, and she'll be here for a week. I still do my live streams and all that. But yeah, she's always been a huge fan of Legos. In fact, I've always liked to build the buildings. She's always liked to build the furniture inside them. So it's always been a way for us to connect, and I really enjoy that. She's now 20, but Legos are not uncool to her. She still likes them. In fact, she has her own little collection, so I'm proud I was able to pass that along to one of my kids. I don't know what's wrong with the rest of them. Just kidding. They're all right, too. Brick by Nick, do you have your own channel? And I am making progress, even though it's slow. I have a little over 1,100 Lego sets, and I counted it the other day, and I've got a little over 100 of them built now. So since the move, I've been able to put 100 of them together, which is good. I mean, it's only been a year that I've been here, but if you think about it, 100 sets is about an average of doing 1 set every 3 days, which, given my amount of or lack of free time, that's pretty good. Okay, it's already in there. It's already in there. Yeah, me too, Jenny. Amanda's a cool kid. She's always been the bubbly child. And Nick, I assume that by your name, you also do Legos on your channel. And just to let you guys know, I'm not one of those channels where I am territorial about other people mentioning channels. I've watched other live streams and I've heard people say things like, "Oh, if you mention your channel, I'm gonna boot you," and I'm not like that. I don't care. I mean, look, man, we all enjoy the same hobby. Why not? Let's talk about it. I was actually on a live stream the other day, watching one, and the guy doing it said, "No promoting your channel." And I was signed in as Chip Off the Old Block Toys. And within a few minutes, one of the guys that was on the live stream was like, "Hey, Chip, have I been on one of your live streams before? Don't you have your own channel? And your own Bricklink store?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not promoting myself. I'm just answering a question." It was kind of awkward, but funny. So I was really excited. I was really hoping to do the live stream from the other room because I've spent a considerable amount of time in there this last few days. So hopefully, if you watch my videos, you'll kind of be able to follow what I'm going to say here next. I took one of the tables, the table that the city was on, and I moved it back in the corner where it belongs. And then I took the old table the city used to be on, and I took off the legs, and I cut them down so they're shorter, so they match the other table. And then I had to bolt two of those tables together because they're too small, but bolting them both together made it the same size as the table that I have now. So by doing this, I was able to double the space that I have for my city. And it was kind of a pain because you can't just throw two tables together. This is Legos. And if the tables are even off by a hair, you can't build on top of them. And so I spent probably a good hour and a half leveling the two tables and making them match up. And then I drilled holes in them, the tables, and I bolted them together so that no force on earth could undo these. I'm sure there's godly forces that can, but not on this earth. Let me see if we got comments here. Yeah, I don't mind, Andrew. You know, look, I'm not a very big channel, and I appreciate anything that anybody does for me, and I'm willing to help out others. So yes, if you want to post a link or two in the comments, I don't have a problem with that at all. Oh, that makes sense. And I did confirm, thank you, John, that the space shuttle is coming out on the 1st, April Fool's Day. I will be there at the store. I will pick that up. And I will definitely build that on a live build. Let's see. Okay. It goes on that side. It looks like I missed something. Let me go back. Oh, no, I didn't. All right. And there will be a video tomorrow morning, and it will be a city update. I'm going to take some of these pieces here and put them on the city, and you'll be able to see the new table, or tables. And I've got quite a few sets that I need to build, not ones that have been built before, brand new in the box. I bought them for doing videos and live streams, but I just haven't had the time to do them. I've got about 40 sets, brand new, still sitting in the box. I better hurry up because some of those are going to be retired if I don't get to them soon. Just joking, they're not that old, but would hate for that to happen. Alright, this tow truck is complete. My favorite Lego City set is, it's really old. It came out in the mid-'80s, and it was called the Big Rig Truck Stop. It came with two road plates, a straight and a T, and it came with a large wrecker. And thoughts on the Space Shuttle Discovery. I love it. In fact, I'm going to take the other, Space Shuttle that came out about 10, 11 years ago. And I don't think they put a name on it. It was a Space Shuttle with the large booster rocket middle and the other. So I'm going to do a live stream building the Space Shuttle Discovery. But then I'm also going to break out that one and do a side-by-side comparison at the end. I think it looks really cool. Like John mentioned, the Hubble telescope, I think that's really cool. They actually did that. And I read that the Hubble telescope fits inside of the payload area of the space shuttle. So I think that's really cool that Lego came out with that. I had the Saturn V, I think it's a Saturn V rocket that came out a couple years ago. I have that in my fireplace. So I've been a collector of the Lego space things for a while. I did not buy some of the smaller space shuttles they had that came out in the last couple years because they were kind of generic. Didn't like them. I like these kinds though. So yeah, the International Space Station, John, they do have that one. It's kind of disappointing though because it's not big enough to fit a minifigure in it. So I kind of don't like that. I wish they would have. I know it would have been expensive, but I mean, look, if you collect Legos, you've accepted the fact they're expensive. So I wouldn't have minded if they charged more money if they would have made it a little bigger and so that a minifigure or two could fit in there. But anyway, I didn't mean to go off on that. But yes, I do like that one as well, John. I just wish they would have made it to scale. Well, I don't know what this one is. It looks like it's got a cop and it looks like it's got a criminal. So let's go ahead and build this one here. Yes, it's called Police Pursuit. And it's a little SUV looking thing, like a kind of like a Ford Bronco sort of, and an ATV. So let's get this one started. But Greg, I'm definitely getting that one. I'm definitely getting the space shuttle. And I'm doing a live build. I haven't heard anything about the SpaceX, John, with Lego, but I wouldn't be surprised because Lego's got over the last, I'd say 15, well, no, 20 years, because Star Wars just celebrated a 20-year anniversary with Lego. But over the last 20 years, they've done quite a bit of licensing. I mean, they've had Spider-Man, they've had DC Comics, Indiana Jones, Harry Potter. I know I'm missing a bunch, but they've done a lot. So, I wouldn't be surprised if they do something with SpaceX. In fact, I would think that was cool, like the Falcon rocket. I'd love to see that. I would put it right next to the Saturn V rocket that I have. I think that'd be really cool. And thanks for joining us, 67 Sting. Thanks for joining in. And let's see. Let's go back to the instruction page. Like I said, I'm kind of flipping screens here because I only have one monitor on this thing. And as much as I love this computer, one thing that I didn't know before I bought it is that because it's a gaming computer, laptop, the only way you can get a second monitor on this thing is to buy a dock. And, I'm not going to do it. Because my desktop, the one I use my desktop in the other room way more than I use this computer. And that one, I have two monitors connected to it. And that's what I use. And actually, I've been thinking about doing a third monitor to it. How about anybody else out there? Are you guys planning on getting to the Discovery? And what are your thoughts if Lego were to team up with SpaceX and do some of their items as some of their rockets as sets? I will say one thing though. This is kind of an unusual set because a little ATV against a RV. I don't think the cop's winning on this one. I think the criminal's getting away. I got an HDMI cable, John. Oh, you mean for the second monitor? Yeah, it doesn't work. I tried it on the, and that was my initial thought, and it didn't work. And so I looked up online the specs, and the only way to do it is the docking station on this thing. And I'm really surprised because it's the laptop. It's an Acer Nitro 5. So anyway, and it's not that old. I bought it in the last year because I've worked from home long before the pandemic ever started, and so I've always had my laptop as a backup to my desktop just in case, because I can't afford to miss work just because of a computer issue. So I had that. But unfortunately, when you let your then 15-year-old son play with your laptop and he's drinking a Coke next to it and he spills it on it, I probably should have seen that coming. But yeah, I had to hurry up and get the money for a backup because I can't be without it. And it was a good thing because a few weeks after I got it, I got a Windows update on my computer and it quit working, my desktop. So I didn't have the time. I just had to break out my laptop and start working. But after work, I was able to uninstall the update and my computer started working again. So always need that backup. Yeah, the Porsche 911. Yeah, I do like that one. I've got two of them as well. and I built both the hardtop and the turbo and the regular, basically, yeah. And actually, I do for my job. I support the accounts payable team for a hospital, and today we had some training because we're switching systems. And I told the accounts payable manager that I wasn't answering questions that were a chair to keyboard interface problem, basically meaning the person sitting at the chair. And she used to be in IT, so she thought that was real funny. Her and I joke around a lot, so I don't get in trouble for saying stuff like that. But yeah, we've been really busy at work because we're going live with a new system on April 1st, on April Fool's Day, which I hope that doesn't end up being an April Fool's joke. That'd be embarrassing. So even though I'm not going to display in my city these two side by side, the little ATV and this RV or SUV, I do like it though a lot. I like having another SUV to display in the city. Well, I'm putting that one back together again. Oh boy, that's not funny, but it is. I just knocked off the motorcycles and the SUV. Alright, this guy's almost done. I do like how Lego made these reversible. So depending on what look you want, you just flip them around. That's pretty cool. Let's get this guy in here. So we have a driver behind the wheel. And then the gold and the money piece and the crowbar go in the back here. Yeah, Andrew, we say the same thing on my team. We also call it the ID10T error, idiot error. We've got quite a few of those. I had one guy on my team a couple years back got fired because it took people a while to figure it out, but when they'd call in saying they forgot their password, he wouldn't spell out dirty words, and unfortunately this is a family channel, so I can't tell you which words he used, but he would give them temporary passwords that if you looked at it really carefully, it said something dirty. And he was doing it for months, and no one caught on. And finally he did. Somebody caught on, and he got fired. But, well, all I can say is you shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. I mean, yes, I did find it funny, but, I mean, you know, hey, with a family to support, I can't be playing games like that. Can't risk my job. But, yeah, the guy had some guts there. So, Well, guys, we put together a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because one is on the floor. Put together 5 vehicles today, which is good. And yeah, it looks like I'm kicking it. And we unpacked 3 Bricklink orders. And like I said, I've got 1 more Bricklink order on the way and 3 Legos on the ordered, and 2 of those have shipped according to my emails. Well, I'm going to stop for tonight because I got another video to make for tomorrow. But I do appreciate you guys signing in and joining me tonight. And you guys be good to each other and be safe out there. And like I said, I will make sure to get Discovery when it comes out and do this on camera. Or Discover, sorry. And all right, guys. I'll see you. Have a good night.